Okay, we are at South by Southwest at McCormick and Schmick and talking to Pete Cashmore from Mashable. Pete, how are you?
I'm awesome. I'm tired.
You're tired.
At South by for days now and it's just non-stop.
What was your highlight today?
My highlight of the day? Gosh, you know, my day's only just starting because I worked all day. I stayed at the hotel. I needed to get caught up on mail and stuff, so I just came out to was it the Internet Strategies thing, and then I came here. So it's going to be, I hope my highlight's still forthcoming.
Okay, maybe the Adobe party?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, my highlight of the week, oh, I don't know, so many. You know, the 16-bit party was very good, the drink party, and the dive bar. That was very fun. You know, I mean, the one highlight I maybe missed, or maybe it's a low light, is the Zuckerberg-Lacey interview, which, you know, I decided to pass because I don't know, Zuckerberg doesn't have a reputation for being particularly charismatic, but apparently the combination was particularly painful, the two of them. But Kristen went to that, and I don't know, it seemed to be the most amusing part, whether it was positive or negative, I'm not sure.
Did you just attend the session about the networks to go?
I did not attend that session, no. Okay. Tell me about it.
Well, actually, there was Chris Messina.
Yeah.
And well,
originally from Flock, wasn't he?
Yeah. And they talked about well, open standards, how are social networks going to move on mobile handsets. Yep. Actually, one of the topics was Fireeagle, the recent Google.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
I saw that.
What do you think about it?
Give me the pitch for Fireeagle and I'll respond to it. What is their pitch?
Well, actually, for me, as far as I understand it, it's just that you have a standard for presence. It's just like a kind of IPI for presence, just easily include.
So they're kind of taking what they're doing with Open Social and then turn it into IAM presence. It's not quite as powerful as Open Social, but I think it makes sense.
Yeah, for Yahoo.
You know, IAM's been messy up until this point, until Meebo came along and said, hey, we're going to connect all the IAM networks. Okay. Well, I mean, there were a few, there were a trillion and stuff, but they were on your desktop. Meebo was on the web. IAM's a mess, so I support anything that's going to tie together IAM, tie together presence, which is kind of part of IAM in my opinion. But I also think it needs to be sensitive to presence. You know, presence is complex. Yeah. And I think it needs to, I don't know, it's a difficult one to manage, presence. You know, it needs to know context. It needs to know, I'm working now, so you know, this person can ping me, but this person can't. This kind of level of immediacy is okay to interrupt me. It's complex, but I think it's worth trying. It's worth trying.
Are you familiar with this open authentication?
Which one? The open social?
Blaine from Twitter.
Which one?
Blaine from Twitter developed it. Also, OAUTH.
Yeah. Vaguely. I mean, I tend not to get too involved in the technical stuff.
Okay, good.
Because I'm not a developer.
Yeah.
But and also haven't been covering news recently, so I'm like a reader basically at Mashable now. I'll read the headlines now. Yeah, well, I work on the partnerships, the business development, managing employees. When you have so many employees now, we've got the 10 full-time, 15 part-time.
Wow.
And you know, all this contracts, documentation, lawyers, accountants, bookkeepers, and it's just, running the company is busy, so I don't do much editorial now, but I do read it as a reader, you know? So I'm kind of, like you guys, I'm just like consuming it.
Okay.
But you know, I think all this openness, interconnectedness, bringing to aggregation, things like friend feed, things like, I was at a social thing party last night, all these things are aggregating and putting the person at the center rather than having the service at the center. So I'm supportive of all of it.
Okay.
And what's the other thing? What's that kind of universal login? OpenID.
Yeah, OpenID.
So really supportive of that as well.
Okay, great. What's Mashable heading? It came out of. You can see that looking at the authority.
Yeah.
Is there? I mean, it evolved from, let's say, covering the whole social networking
I think it's
space.
constantly evolving. I think it's probably going to open out again. You know, the thing is, it went into the niche of social networking, but then social networking became everything.
Yeah.
So now we're just everything on the web again.
I mean, now,
because originally, you know, we had apps and services like document services and you know, web applications that weren't social. But suddenly those are all plugging into Facebook and they're social. So I think we might need a rebrand at some point where we say, you know, it's just all consumer web news or something like that.
There are people even saying that Facebook is becoming the web on the web. So that is really probably...
I think it's going to go bigger than Facebook. I think it's going to open right up with it with social. It's going to go higher level. That's just a starting point.
Okay. Okay. Do you see? Do you think that Java applications on mobile, is that something that will get bigger, or will it be rather like web-based services?
I would hope it will be web-based.
Okay.
Because
why?
Java apps require a download.
It's true.
That's all.
It's an obstacle.
Obstacle, boundary, doesn't happen.
Okay.
You don't get adoption if you've got to download anything.
So you think that people that do Java, they probably should do like a hybrid thing, at least?
I think right now you need to do both. I think right now, but I would hope that the market will move forward enough that we can just do web-based. I mean, I've got an iPhone. Most people are going to have web access on their phones pretty soon.
Okay.
You know, do an iPhone app, do a Java app, but web-based I think is the strongest.
So we've done with Cellity, we've done the iPhone app.
Yeah.
We haven't employed the SDK. It just came out, so we did the Safari adapted. So let me ask you one final question. South by Southwest, what do you think it will be? Thumbs up. Yeah. Is it your first one?
It is.
Okay. What do you think will be like something to remember you will take home? Can you already tell?
What's the memory?
Is it the people, or is it like...
Definitely the people.
Okay.
Definitely the people. Okay. I mean the panels, like you were saying, what panels did I go to?
Yeah.
I just stand outside and talk to people, that's all I do. I don't want to sit and listen to someone, I want to go and speak to people and interact.
One-to-one?
What? It's the two-way web. And you're sitting there listening to someone, that's not the way it works.
Okay.
I just stand outside and talk to everyone. I come to stuff like this and talk to everyone. So I think it's going to be the people, the events, the networking. I think it's extremely valuable. I think afterwards we're going to feel the impact of people mailing us, we're going to have more connections. I think it's incredibly valuable. You can't underestimate that.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Nice speaking to you.
See you next time.
Awesome.